Looks, it's been a couple weeks hiatus over here. I'm Frank alongside Brady. Maybe Tyler will be joining us today. I'm not sure if we'll have the third on our hands today, but I want to talk a little bit of sports. Obviously, we always start off with the sports segment and then we'll kind of get off into whatever really is going on in the week, really in our minds in general. But probably biggest news this week, NBA playoffs are going to start in the upcoming week. I don't know if you've been tapped into NBA at all, really. Honestly, I haven't been watching any NBA recently, but just peeping at the standings, everything's been pretty consistent. I saw the Thunder and SGA locked up the 1 seed today, which is apparently historic. This dynasty, if you might want to call it, what is being created over in Oklahoma City. But there's a lot. There's not really too much that can move around.
No, I did see that the Celtics are the 2 seed, Pistons are the 1, and the Knicks are what, 3 games behind the Celtics, and they play tonight actually.
It's something like that, yeah. And I feel like the West has always been so powerful, and it's a different scenario now. I mean, the Nuggets, who weren't, they're the 3, I believe, under the Spurs. I'm trying to pull it up. But now they're in a situation where they've won their last 10, I believe, which is the longest win streak. Yeah. Longest win streak since Jokic has been on the team, which has obviously been for quite a while now. So it's been an impactful couple of weeks now for Nuggets trying to come back. But I don't think they were able to crawl back on San Antonio, who was the 2 seed indeed. But do you have any outlook on what's coming for I wish Tyler had an input on this conversation as well, but what we're looking at.
Yeah, we could talk about his Heat, who are always in the play-in.
Yeah, that is a permanent team. They are indeed in the 10 right now, locked into that last.
Oh, there you go,
spot.
just like clockwork.
But yeah, as for the Eastern Conference, like you said, Pistons, Celtics, Knicks at the top. Cavs are actually tied with the Knicks, just one more loss right now, so they're like a half a game behind, I suppose.
I wonder who they play next, because the Knicks and Celtics play tonight at 7:30, I believe.
That sounds correct. Yeah, I know they had them in their last 3 games. Yeah, I mean, it's a decently powerful last stretch for the Knicks to go up against. Obviously,
are there any sleeper teams here that you like out of the East that can like make a little run or an upset round one?
I've been a big Magic guy over the last decade, so since they seem to be avoiding the play-in tournament here, actually, no, 7 and above go to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, it'll be Magic versus Heat.
So they do touch the first spot if they don't overtake Toronto in these last couple of games. But Toronto's been steady.
I like the Hornets a lot, man. I like the Hornets a ton.
I don't mind the Hornets. Yeah, when the Melo gets going, you got Brandon Miller over there. You got Khan. Like, young squad is actually good intentions there. Look at this 4-game win streak you got going on in Orlando. Like, that could actually be something. And then we hop over to the other side of said bracket. Dude, like, Golden State, they're locked into that play-in spot. Can they beat any of these teams pretty easily? I would say so. Now that Curry is alive, yeah.
I would say so for sure, yeah. Man, it just, looking at the West, it just looks so different compared to the East.
It does, and like
teams in general.
Just to speak on this play-in tournament, so just pointed out, like the Suns, Clippers, Trailblazers, Warriors is the current play-in bracket right now. That's probably going to stay accurate. I think they are all locked into that play-in. I think the Warriors actually could easily come out of the highest in that play-in tournament. And then the problem there would be facing any of the Thunder, Spurs, or Nuggets for the Warriors.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of those are series that the Warriors win.
It would just be a travesty if it wasn't any of the top 3 teams to make it. Maybe the Lakers, I guess.
Yeah, it would be quite disappointing. But I want to talk a little bit about, this is going to just be in the randomness of this episode. You're a guy who's really big in the art of gaming tournaments and Call of Duty especially.
I am.
And I want to talk a little bit about I want to let you actually take some spotlight here on the world of gaming tournaments and how they should be considered, how the viewership should really see them, and for maybe specifically for Call of Duty here. Because do you care for any other ones than Call of Duty?
No, I don't care.
Exactly.
So, well, I like Rocket League, but I don't watch it as consistently as COD.
I'm all about the Rocket League, but I've never really watched people like run Rocket League.
I'm just not good enough. Like, those people are like top 0.1%.
Like, you don't want to watch somebody play a video game if they're loads better. Like, you don't want to watch
No, that's not true, because I'm terrible at COD as well.
Well, that's what I was suggesting. But like, you're a monster at COD.
I guess we'll just say it real quick, saying like, if you were to put me in a lobby with like 5 other Rocket League pros, I'm not touching the ball, dude. But like, if you put me on the map with
it's basketball, they're not giving you the rock.
No, like, I'm not touching it. It's in the air the whole time.
Oh, okay. But I see what you mean.
But if you're putting me on a map with 7 and COD pros, I could probably get 1 kill. Like, I can get a kill off a row or something, or like off old time. No, not even game, just someone rotating off old time on hardpoint or something. I could definitely do that for sure. But You just sprung this question up on me. I didn't come prepared.
Honestly, I miss. I'll let you get your stuff out because we started on the jump here. Like I miss COD in general, and I haven't played in a long time. It's been a couple of games since I was really hopping on. I miss the grind for gold, Damascus, like grinding out your weapons, trying to get all of them gold and whatnot. Playing Search and Destroy with the boys, probably an experience you had. Like that's pretty peak life on a late night.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, back when like Cold War was a thing and MW2 was a thing. I ran that every night, 4v4 rank play with my boys. Is
that your favorite COD game?
No, but my favorite of all time is Black Ops 3.
I never really played Black Ops 3. Low key, I'm a sleeper pick with this one. I loved Call of Duty Ghosts. That was peak for me.
Didn't play that one a ton. That was like in the weird time period of me where I was trying to get a job at that point in my life.
A job,
and it was when like older consoles and new consoles were starting to come out. It was like when the PS4 was about to start coming out.
Yeah.
So like I didn't have one yet because I was trying to get a job to afford one, and I did. But then by the time that came through, the next game was already coming about. So I just didn't have it on like PS3 and shit.
I played Ghosts a lot, and then Cold War was another one that I really grinded out.
Cold War is probably in my opinion, so the CDL has been around this is the 7th season. It started in 2000.
Yeah, tell us about the CDL, this Call of Duty League.
So, I mean, well, how far back do you want me to go? Because
you said
I guess we'll just compare it to we have the NBA and then we have the ABA. That's kind of what we got going on with Call of Duty life.
Well, this is the 7th year this league has been in existence.
Of the Call of Duty League, yeah, where it became location-based franchises. Like, you have...
like where teams are based in different states?
Yeah. So my favorite team, Optic Texas. Before, they used to be called Optic Gaming. But in 2019 into 2020, every team became an entity, and they had a city based off of their team itself. And there's a whole bunch of them. But before that, it was just your gaming team name. Like it was just.
Who were they playing against prior to
like FaZe Clan? Like I'm sure you've heard of FaZe Clan.
Yeah.
100 Thieves. You ever heard of 100 Thieves?
I think I know the name. Yeah.
Like those are the 3 big ones, and then there's a couple other big ones that are big only in Call of Duty. Like you have Toronto Koi, who formerly known as a Toronto Ultra. They're owned by a bigger entity. Or you have G2 Minnesota. They're formerly known as the Minnesota Rocker.
Okay.
And then you have Paris Gentlemates. They are owned by a bigger company just called Gentlemates, but they go by Paris. But like it just has a city based off of them now. Like that started in 2019 with the CDL. But before it was called the CWL, and it was a lot of like open pool play brackets where you're just playing a bunch of matches with random people on LAN at an event. There's a bunch of events. And now it's just like a more condensed league. There's 12 teams, 4 players per team, and like a coach or 2. And then you have like a front office. And they play qualifying matches online. Like they play online. But before, it used to be just every month or like every 6 weeks or maybe even more frequent than that, you would just play. These teams would just travel to these venues and they would just play on LAN or like locally.
Yeah, so all these tournaments are played in an arena where the players are physically sitting across from each other.
Only during the major tournaments. So they play these qualifying matches online to get their seedings for the bracket to the major.
Where you're not in the same location. Where are they playing? In the home state?
Their home base. Optic Texas plays in Texas. Boston Breach, they play in Boston. Last year we had this year we have Cloud9 New York. They play. There's a lot of them play in Texas, but some of them don't.
And then give me an example of for a major game where they meet at a venue to play. Like I know you've been to some of these. What is an example? How big of an arena would it be?
Well, I was just explaining when they play online.
Oh no, yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'm saying so when they do meet up and play physically in front of each other, like what is what quality of arena are they playing at? How massive is this place?
Major 1, they play, which was back in January. They played at SMU's gym. In SMU's
basketball gym?
Yep. Major 2, they just played at DreamHack, which is like a lot bigger entity of esports. So it just hosts other esports as well.
Okay.
I don't know exactly. It was in Birmingham, London. It was in London.
Okay.
It was the first international one that they've had since COVID.
So is that a building?
Pretty big event.
Was that building made specifically for esports?
I believe
like,
so.
Does that type of building exist? Is what I'm saying.
I don't know about the one in London, but I do know that there's one that exists in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, where they play the Esports World Cup every year in August.
That's the building you showed me, right?
Yeah, it's called whatever.
I think that's so cool. There's actually buildings created specifically for esports entities or events.
The Saudi Esports Arena. Yeah, that's what it's called. I could have guessed that.
That's a pretty sick concept. Oh yeah, and that building is indeed wicked.
Yeah,
you showed me.
Saudi Arabians they have so much money, dude. They don't know what to do with it, so they just spend money on Call of Duty team now and other esports teams. And theirs is the most expensive team in the league. They're paying one guy $800,000.
$800,000 a year.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And the other guy like $500K, and then like another two. I don't know, but
making that much on esports
minimum
crazy.
The CDL has a minimum salary, and I believe it's $45,000.
That's quality stuff though to run some games.
So yeah, but like that's what makes it crazy, because Cloud9 New York, they just pay everyone the minimum $45,000, go play for our team. And then you just have other teams like this, Riyadh Falcons, who just shell out $2.5-3 million for their roster.
Kind of crazy.
It's like the Yankees, or the Red Sox, or the Dodgers. But they're not
MLB
the
terms.
I guess, yeah, like small market team, but like it's really not, because Cloud9 is they're based in New York. Like,
yeah,
they're not actually based in New York.
It's not a small market, but like, how big is this market for esports in the state of New York?
Like viewership?
Yeah.
So that's what makes the locations super interesting, because people just like teams that they like grew up watching in the CWL era. The CWL era is what defined what esports is now. And the CDL is just kind of like the corporate version of it, essentially.
But how does location market actually affect these guys and their payment? Because, as you said, like if they're playing online against another team, are they playing somewhere where fans are even seeing it?
You can watch it on Twitch.
Yeah, but they're not. They're not. Is your Optic Texas team? They're not in a location in Texas where fans are pulling up to. They're in there
to the online match.
Yeah. No. Yes.
To watch the
online.
Yes, no. Exactly. No, you can't do that.
So that's what I'm saying. How much does their market in their home affect them? Because they're not getting in-person viewership wherever they are. So it doesn't matter necessarily if you're in Wyoming or Texas, because it's the same amount of people that are showing up to their home games. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they don't even have home games. They have 0 people. Well, like, you can't just go watch a qualifying match, which would be cool, I guess. And they've actually done events like that in the past.
Yeah,
but it doesn't like stick. Or they'll have like watch parties or something.
But
that's where it comes from, because Optic Texas, they have, obviously. Do you know Optic Scump?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, he's known as one of the greatest Call of Duty players of all time.
Okay.
And he does a watch party on Twitch. So essentially, I watch Scump watch Call of Duty while I'm also watching Call of Duty. So it's like a weird conception thing.
Okay.
And that's how they make revenue. But Scump himself streams for himself, and he streams for the business himself of being a part of Optic Gaming.
Now, are you someone that has participated in these watch parties?
Yeah, I've thrown it on. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well,
I'm actually a massive hypocrite. I'm a huge Optic Texas fan, but I watch the FaZe Clan watch party because I like what the FaZe person does, FaZe Zuma, what he does outside of watch parties, like what he plays and like what he does in general. So I just use my free Prime sub on him every month.
Okay. Hey,
so I don't have ads with him. So that's why I do it.
Point I was trying to make with the market argument is that if we're comparing this legitimately to a sports team like the MLB, the Dodgers are in a big market, meaning there's a lot of people in LA. People are going to show up to their games and pack out their stadium. People are going to buy their merch because of how massive the population is there, how many people love the MLB, how many people want to go see the Dodgers. Same thing with the Yankees. For this, they're not showing up to somewhere in Texas to watch these players play. So they could be an Optic Texas fan across the country, is what I'm saying. Are they showing up to get their merch or anything?
Yes.
Like they would go buy merch in person somewhere?
Yeah. So I guess the detail I left out was each major tournament after they're done playing the qualifying online matches are hosted by a team in the league. And Optic Texas hosts the most by far. because they're the biggest entity. They're the biggest team. They're the one who has the most fan base. They're essentially like the Dallas Cowboys.
You are a
of
fan of the biggest team in this league.
I am. I'm a little bit of.
How many teams are there again?
There's 12.
Okay.
There's 12. Like there's a Boston team, but they're terrible.
So what made you get into Optic Texas? Was it a specific player on the team?
Yeah, bro. It was Scump. It was that boy Seth.
Yeah.
That boy Seth, bro. Yeah. Made great YouTube content back in the day.
You started watching his YouTube.
100%. 100%. It was just a big wide range of things. And I didn't really I'll say I didn't get into it that long ago, but now I'm old, so it is long ago. I probably got into it about 6 years ago.
Okay, that's not.
But it's been around way longer than that. Like the first year of competitive Call of Duty, I believe it was Black Ops 1.
Okay.
Which was in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
So I was 10. So I was not paying attention to that. And that was when the CWL was in.
Now, I do want to ask about the logistics of the team constructions and what goes on with these leagues. How many people are on a team?
4.
But
it's actually changed recently. It was 4v4 for a while, and then for like 3 years it went to 5v5.
But now it's 4 again.
Now it's back to 4. Yeah.
Their team is strictly 4 players. Like there's no replacements. There's no guys off the bench.
You can have a sub like on your roster, but so they play in games of 5, like series of 5. And we'll just take Optic Texas versus Boston Breach for an example, okay? And they play a best of 5, and the way it goes is map 1 you play Hardpoint, map 2 Search and Destroy, map 3 you play Overload, which is a third mode. And then if you just win the first 3, then like you beat the other team, whatever. And then it goes to the next match. But it's just a best of 5. So then map 4 is Hardpoint again, and then map 5 is Search.
Okay. But like there's no scenario in which like a player's like, oh, I'm day to day, like I might need a sub.
Oh, I forgot that was part of the question. I
don't know if it's heinous.
No, so if you have a sub on your team, he can't the sub just can't come in on map 2.
No, yeah, exactly. But I'm saying
you can't do that.
Like your guy Scrum, that was his name?
Scump. Scump. SCUMP.
Okay. But he can be out one day. They might have to replace the star with the 4th guy.
Yeah, I mean, if he's got things going on,
or with the 5th guy, really.
If he's got things going on, sure. Or they'll literally just drop the player, like treat it like fantasy baseball. You just get dropped.
Here's where this comes into play with sports again, with other sports, I should say. NBA 2K League. Which do you know about that? Like how
I'm aware of it. I don't watch it.
They do like a whole draft and everything. Like it's like a legitimate NBA draft day. Like they'll go up. I think they actually hold up their jersey like they got drafted and stuff.
And everybody becomes a free agent at the end of every year.
I would love to learn the logistics of the 2K League because it gets taken really seriously. They have commentators and everything for these guys using their sticks on the gameplay. But how do these teams come together? Are they all teams like FaZe where they're like, oh, they're already boys that play together, so we're gonna make a team? Or are these guys getting drafted onto teams?
No draft.
So how were
straight free agent signings?
How was Texas constructed? Just totally somebody started the team and picked up 4 guys.
So that's a detailed question.
That's too much.
It's a detailed question. I'll answer it the best I can. So back in Cold War and Vanguard, so 2022 and 2023, even before that, in 2019 and 2020, there was a different team called Envy, and they had a team in the CDL called the Dallas Empire. And this was when it was 5v5. And Cold War was the first year that it went back to 4v4. And Optic was actually called the Chicago Huntsmen, and then they ended up being called Optic Chicago. So there's a lot of turnover with the locations in this, which is why people don't care about it. People don't care about if their team is located on Mars or if their team's located in.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is, like, does it really matter if your team is? Because like I said, I'm not going to see.
No,
the New York team.
The location does not matter.
Yeah.
Like we have a team in Riyadh, and it does not matter.
Mm-hmm.
We have a team in Minnesota. Like you have a Minnesota team against a team in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It makes no sense. And they're playing in Vegas. Like it doesn't make any sense. But to answer your question on how their team was constructed, Dallas Empire sold their majority stake to Optic in 2022 for the Vanguard year in 2023, and they combined, like their teams combined. It was two separate rosters, and their teams combined. And two of those players have sticked on the team since. We have Shotzi and we have Dashy. Those two players have been on the team since then. Even before that, though, like he's been the longest tenured Optic player since probably ever. And so that's how they became. And their current team right now is Shotzi, Dashy, Mercules, who's technically a rookie. He came into the league mid-year last year.
That's actually a tough name, I'm not gonna lie.
He came into the league mid-year last year. Was the most cracked player you've ever seen in your entire life. They win champs after their team was in last place for most of the year. And they also have Hook, who's just been a long time player with like duo Shotzi.
For the record, this is all off the dome. We're not looking at the roster.
Yeah, no, I know
the people.
Yeah,
showing the ball knowledge right there.
I don't got no roster over here.
But I'm saying, let's say, breaking news on ESPN tomorrow. Scump.
He's retired.
I was trying to make sure I had the name right there. He calls it quits. Okay. How are they replacing him?
He calls it quits from what?
From gaming. He says, I don't want to play Call of Duty anymore.
Well, he's already retired. Let's just say Shotzi says that.
He's not playing on...
Scump's the watch party guy.
I thought you meant he also just watches other games. He's done with Texas.
He is technically on Optic Gaming as a content creator, but he is a former pro player.
Does that make him like the coach at that point?
He's not the coach. The coach is actually Scump's long-form duo Karma.
He's associating with the franchise, but he's been done, is what you're saying.
He's been done for about 3 years now.
I didn't realize that information. You just had me fall in love with this guy. He's not even on the team anymore.
He's on the team. He's on the gaming team, but he's not on the Call of Duty Pro roster.
Yeah.
He's not on the roster, but he is essentially... There's no really
he's in the front office.
There's no real comparison. Sure, he's in the front office, but doesn't make decisions.
Yeah, he's associated with the roster, but he's not.
You know what? Scump has insane pull. He probably makes decisions. I don't know. Yeah, he's in the front office. He's like Albert Pujols turning into a front office.
I'm at this point. We've been hyping up this guy Scump. He's not even playing for Texas anymore.
Can we get this guy to just put some Scump highlights on the screen?
just run it behind this. He was special, man.
He is. That's the GOAT. I'm gonna send you like a highlight reel later.
Can you imagine like you just talked to somebody you're trying to convince to watch the NBA and you're talking about how much Jordan is the GOAT, and then you tell them at the last second like Jordan actually doesn't play anymore. He's just like around. That's basically what I just got.
I guess the original question was like, oh, how do you watch? Oh, I watch because I watched Scump. I watched Scump's watch party.
Sure. I feel like you were painting the picture of Scump as though he was still running it.
It's just not allowed. Like Shotzi, like he doesn't have his own stream while he's playing.
Like nobody is doing it like Scump is doing it. Essentially,
Scump is the pioneer.
Yeah, well, he was like Ninja, essentially, the Fortnite. Is that a bad comparison?
No, it's just I'm old. I didn't watch Ninja growing up.
I didn't watch Ninja. But we're saying growing up. Ninja was big around the time where I was COVID. Really,
he was huge. Big. He was huge. I will say
that's like one of the biggest.
Ninja knows Scump. Ninja knows like Tim the Tat Man.
I imagine they know each other. But Ninja was probably like. Is Ninja the biggest gaming streamer?
Not anymore.
His peak was at probably the biggest.
Probably the biggest streamer ever.
Yeah, exactly. And that's actually another topic I do want to touch upon. And we're not going to let CDL go because we're going to come back around to this. But
this is great. I'm loving it.
The concept of streamers. Now, first of all, making the money that they do. Let's say, obviously, in the modern day, since Ninja's kind of not taking a step back, but I really don't think he's as popularized anymore. It's kind of obvious. Down with the Fortnite days, really. I don't even know what he's playing anymore. But you have guys like,
I would just play as whatever comes to mind. Arc Raiders, maybe. I don't watch.
Yeah, I don't know. But we got guys like Speed really taking over the streaming market. Kai Cenat. I mean, I'm saying this as though it's brand out right now, but a lot of these guys, in a real sense, are dominating the streaming market right now and making loads of money off of it.
Loads of money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what can you say on the level of money that they are raking in? Really comparable to a lot of athletes at some point. Is it just incredible?
It's not Juan Soto money.
Not peak MLB money. But what a lot of sports players are really doing. I don't know the numbers on what Speed pulls in, but it's
you can do the quick math here. Well, so before I do that, it's such a different, wide variety of streaming because there's so many different ways people stream, and like we were just strictly talking off people video game streaming. And something that I don't want to say it rubs me the wrong way, but something that I've always gravitated towards is just watching people actually play games instead of watching these IRL streamers. Maybe it's just because how I grew up. I always grew up just watching cut commentaries of people just running public match on Call of Duty or whatever the case is, or MLB The Show or 2K. But like these IRL streamers, like it's clearly the new normal. Like you can't get around of it. But like these people like Scump, who I was talking about, like he's not like an IRL streamer.
Yeah,
this is not what he does.
I was never really into the gaming streams. I was more into just like gaming videos, like in the Fortnite days, like like Laserbeam, guys like that.
Yeah,
like
I was watching a Fortnite game without moving.
Yeah, I was watching just like straight video. So it's like there's editing into it. There's a lot of put into it, and those take hours and hours to edit. Of
course they do,
but they all have editors usually. So those are the type of guys I was watching. I mean, if you step to the side with YouTube in general, like I was watching the Mr. Beast, the Dude Perfect. I still be pulling up Dude Perfect videos to this day. So more just like the general YouTubers, I guess. But in terms of the streaming world, the point I was going to make, Kai Cenat, somebody like that, is kind of somebody like you're talking about, where he's not a gaming streamer. He's doing a lot of it, chilling in his room, having guests in, making it a whole big thing.
Yeah,
and it's just a very different vibe. So
way different. Couldn't be any more different. Couldn't be any different.
Yeah. You got numbers in front of you right now?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. So like top 5 right now are Your Rage. I know who that is, but like not really. Jinxie, do you know Jinxie?
Yeah, he's got some funny chats.
The burnt peanut.
I don't think so.
It's like 35-year-old humor. It's stupid. It's
okay.
The dumbest streamer ever.
So what are these ranked? This is by salary right now we're looking at?
Nope. So we can just do the quick math. Or it actually just tells
what is this ranking?
And the 4th is Queso. Do you know Queso?
I haven't heard about him in a while though. Like maybe like 8 months ago, he was really big.
He's 4th.
On what? Like what is his ranking?
Twitch.
In terms of viewers?
4th highest active sub count.
Okay.
That's how they make money. They don't make money off views. They make money off of subs.
Oh, so okay, yes, sub counts. Okay. Yep.
So I guess just the quick math, or to actually tells you your estimated income from subs. We'll just take Jinxie. He has what the?
Oh, getting a virus.
Probably.
Jinxie's had some funny videos recently. Funny streams recently that I keep seeing clips of on TikTok. I can't say I've ever really. Oh, I just sunk in my seat. Tuned into a stream on TikTok, like of a big streamer. I've never actually given them really a chance.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're not subbed to them, don't even bother. You get an ad every 5 minutes. You get like a 3-minute ad every
free Twitch. You get ads every 5 minutes.
Yes. I love live streaming, and I constantly am watching live streams. I even have it on my TV at my apartment, and I did even like back at home. But if you are not subbed to that streamer, you're gonna have a horrible time watching this stream.
Yeah,
who has max ads on? You are gonna have a terrible time, and I speak from existence. You go onto a streamer that you're not subbed to, you're watching more ads than the actual content, bro. I'm being so serious. That's on Twitch, at least. On Kick, I got no clue.
Doesn't make me feel like trying it.
So it says here, we'll just say Jinxie. It says he currently has 53,769 active subs. And each sub is around $5 to $7 each.
Okay.
And that's per month. So it says he is averaging between $84,000 and $135,000 a month. Just from the subs.
Let's say it's 90,000.
That doesn't even, yeah, let's just say 100,000.
Okay, 100,000, 120K a year.
That's per month.
Yeah, so 100, you said 100,000. Oh, sorry, 100,000 a month.
Yeah.
So
that's just from subs. So that doesn't even count people who just donate.
Maybe he has merch.
Donate money or merch sales or brand deals that he does or collaborative streams. Doesn't even count that.
So again, we're putting
these people are way. That doesn't even count reels or TikTok view money.
Yeah, so we're over $1 million just subs.
You're over $1 million a year just from subs alone.
And Jinxie is somebody who's
massive.
He's massive. But I'm saying in terms of his content, he's mostly a gamer, is he not?
He can't. I don't watch Jinxie, but
I don't see much
I've
IRL
seen a lot of clips. He came off of Rainbow Six Siege.
That's where he started.
Yeah, like just like playing pubs on Rainbow Six Siege. Terrible game, by the way. Sorry.
I don't like Rainbow Six Siege. My friends actually convinced me to buy that game. Wasn't a fan.
It's the worst game.
Good concept.
Terrible game. Terrible game.
Anyway.
Then again, I play brainless Call of Duty where I just run at people and stun them, and then I complain about getting headshotted. I was
never a fan of Rainbow Six Siege. Very good potential there though, but it never sat right with me, like a case. Yeah, I mean, Jinx is a good example though. Like, I feel like he does mostly gaming stuff. A lot of it's in front of his computer. Funny clips. A lot of it is credited to his chat. I've been laughing at these clips all week. I imagine you haven't seen it. The comedy night he's been doing recently.
I have not.
It's this game where you get up and people could tell jokes on a stage. So he has all of his subscribers.
Oh, I've seen other people do those.
It's been so funny lately because they keep repeating the same joke over and over. And he's like, guys, there's got to be another joke. And then they come in and just keep asking the same joke. It's been so funny. I gotta send you some of these clips, but those are actually funny. But again, it's not necessarily credit to what he's doing. It's more of his chat coming in and making it really funny stuff.
It's just the community that people build that actually builds a bigger entity than it actually is. Like Optic Gaming, their entity is massive. They're the biggest fan base. It's them and FaZe Clan as the biggest fan bases.
I would actually say
FaZe Clan's fan base is more so on the IRL streaming and content side. I would say that is way bigger. Way more people know FaZe Rug and like FaZe like Ronaldo
Adapt and stuff,
and Adapt way more than they know. You know, FaZe Simp Bro on the Call of Duty team? Probably not. Or do you know Draza?
No.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Queso is a good example of what I was going to say too. Like, I necessarily wasn't finding Queso to be comedic, but it was all his community making jokes and making memes and all that. Like, it was been good stuff. Like Los Polos, you know him?
Of course, I know Lewis, man. Of course.
Did you watch 2Hype in general since we're speaking on YouTubers as well?
Not really.
Okay, well,
like I know who they are. Like I've probably watched one-off videos of like Jesser.
Yeah, but I was gonna comment on that whole
realm
as well.
What was the other guy's name? Like Moopy or something?
Mopey, yeah.
Mopey.
All that crew, LSK and Jidel and the crew.
Yeah, I didn't watch their videos, but if I seen a video, like scrolling upon it.
I used to love it. Interesting. But before the downfall of it all.
I'm not familiar with the downfall.
Dude Perfect has always been pretty much my number one though. I couldn't get enough of them back in the day.
I don't know if I'm going to sound like I'm 10 years old saying this, but I still watch Good Mythical Morning every day.
I was talking to my friend the other day about Good Mythical Morning. I never watched it myself.
Really?
But yeah, my friend was saying it's still good content.
It's great content.
Yeah. I don't mind that statement because I know they've been around for a while and they still seemingly keep it fresh according to my boy.
It is very fresh.
Yeah.
I will say, like, obviously they'll do the same sort of videos, but it's different concepts, and Rhett and Link definitely just let themselves go a little bit now. They don't really care what they say on camera, and it's good stuff, man.
Well, now most of their shows are just kind of them sitting in front of the camera just talking,
or they'll like do like food taste tests, or they'll play games or like try their stuff. Like I watched one yesterday. They tried like, or they'll do like they have like a famous like dartboard game, or like they just are given a food and they have to like guess the country, but guess it by throwing like a dart like on the board, and like closest wins and whatever. It's funny.
That's a cool concept. But
yeah, they have super cool concepts.
What I was gonna say on that topic, and I forgot the thought I was gonna give since you said the Good Mythical Morning, but Smosh, was that ever something you were into?
No.
Never got into it as well. But I know that peaked very high. That was probably one of the most subscribed at one point. And speaking of most subscribed, PewDiePie, also in the gaming world, was the #1 for a long time before Mr. Beast overtook him, wasn't he?
He was. It was them and like that random channel like across country or across the world. Forget what it was called.
But yeah, I never got into PewDiePie either. I know he was massive in the gaming industry though.
Didn't get into it. I was more into the niche Call of Duty space.
I think during the Fortnite days when I was playing Fortnite and really into watching people game, I like Lachlan, Laserbeam, like all these guys were huge.
Laserbeam, let's go.
I was admittedly part of watching the video game. That phase when Fortnite was huge, I was watching people run it, and even people making like meme videos and just joking around playing Fortnite. That was huge for me. But what I also wanted to get into with it is video games in general. Now, aside from the streaming aspect of it, the more of the playing aspect of it, I want to do two different. This is kind of a two-parted segment I wanted to get into right now. I want us to break down the top 5 video games collectively that you think of all time.
That are my favorite of all time?
Not your favorite. This is going to be a separate thing.
Okay.
The first one is, what do you think of the top 5 video games ever made in terms of popularity, longevity that they had? It's going to be big. or even franchises if you want to just group all of the game together. And then the second segment we're going to do is our own top 5 video games for your own liking.
All right.
What had you on the rope? So the first one, we're going to start here though.
Before I answer this,
I'm going to allow a question.
Wait, what?
I'll allow a question.
Oh, it wasn't a question. It was going to be a statement. Before I answer the question of just what I think are the top 5 video games of all time, just based off of generally speaking, my video game realm growing up was very small. I did not venture out and play anything.
Well, that's the thing that's so unique about video games, and the same thing as TV shows as well. Like your upbringing and what video games you decided to get into, what video games you decided to watch. Like some of the biggest video games you might not have gotten into, and that's something that I'm about to comment on.
The 5 I name, I probably haven't played 3 of them.
What do you mean for the most popular games like in the world?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. And one of them I haven't played, so I'm gonna go ahead and say, I think Fortnite has to be a top 5 video game.
Oh, that was not even thinking.
No, that's not what that doesn't have to do with what I was just saying. But can we agree on that though? Like if not one, it's in there.
Off the top of my head, I did not have it there.
Okay, we might be going on different. Were you gonna say Minecraft though?
I was gonna say Minecraft, no order. Just I was gonna list it.
Is that the one that you haven't gotten into? Is there?
No. I was gonna say RuneScape.
Oh, interesting. I wasn't into that either. But Minecraft, I've only played like 3 times in my life.
Really?
Just when the boys were on, they're like, because it's a free game. My boys were like,
oh, no, it wasn't.
Cool. Was it free? I don't remember. No.
It used to not be free. Now I believe it is free.
I might have paid like $5 for it just because there's so many boys on, and they were like, "Yo, you gotta like run it, dude. Like we're all on."
Minecraft's cool when you play it for 2 weeks and you don't play it again, and then time comes around again.
There was never enough of a concept for me. Like I like open world styles, but that had like nothing going on. Like it was just like let's roam and let's build a block, and I would just like spell words out with blocks while my boys were like fighting the Nether Dragon, whoever it was.
Yeah, like they're actually trying to beat the story that's actually in Minecraft, which is what I think Minecraft's super cool. I've probably done it once or twice with like my friends. I've never done it by myself. I definitely think Minecraft's in there in the top 5. I wasn't even thinking about Fortnite. It hasn't. It's been around for a while, but it wasn't something I was thinking of. I was going to say GTA 5 as well.
But Fortnite was exactly what I'm thinking about when I think best video games of all time. The peak of Fortnite might be the best peak of a video game. That's probably as it probably is. And then it went on for at least 4 years. Fortnite had everybody on the ropes.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
But it's still like a lot of people are still playing Fortnite. I might even download. I mean, I might even update Fortnite to get back into it just because if I need a video game where I want to play with my boys, it's free. It's cross console, cross generation, everything you need. And it keeps updating. They just threw Buzz Lightyear into the game this week. I kind of want a Buzz Lightyear skin. Maybe I'll come back to the game. Fortnite keeps having us on this whole.
Yeah, they got Triple T as a skin too.
They do have Triple T, and it makes me want to come back and play the game.
I brought up Triple T to a couple of buddies when I was home for Easter. They had no idea what the hell I was talking about. I was
Are you young for that?
They were older than me, so I felt like I was just a toddler. I don't know.
My boy got the Triple T skin. I want it now.
They had no clue what I was talking about.
It's going to keep having people. Wow. And I will admit, I never spent money on Fortnite. I'm glad to say that because during its peak, it was like, you almost got to. Like, that's what everybody's doing to
get
skins and stuff.
Did.
I never threw anything into it.
I have the Travis Scott skin, which I think is like fairly rare. Could be wrong.
I was at that concert.
Me too.
I like how it's something like you can say as though it was an actual, like I was at the Travis Scott concert. I was at the Marshmello concert. I think Eminem had one too. I might have been at that.
Like I was not at that.
There's just cool. It was always a cool community that Fortnite.
Juice WRLD concert.
I have to respect it as a top video game of all time.
All right, I don't hate that at all. I don't hate that. I wasn't thinking it originally.
Fortnite is the best. This might be the best video game of all time. I don't know if that's a hot take to say.
I don't think it is. Now that I think you convinced me. You're not convinced.
You don't think it's a hot take, is what you're saying?
Yeah. Okay. Like I wasn't gonna list it in my top 5, but I just wasn't thinking about it. But since you explained it, I think it's got to be there. Like I was gonna say, like Tetris, bro.
It really did all that without charging people to play the game too, which is incredible. Like eventually, it probably could have said, "All right, this game's $5 now," but they got all of their money on making people spend money inside the game on in-app purchases and everything else they did with that game. It was incredible, really. All the deals they made probably to get skins in the game.
Yeah, I agree. All right, I guess we'll say that. I was also gonna say GTA 5.
Yeah, I didn't even get to address that because I was glazing Fortnite so hard. I was okay with GTA. I'm not the biggest advocate for it. I might get GTA 6 when it comes out, even though it's gonna be like $700. But I respect GTA as a franchise. I think it's incredible what they've done. I can't speak for the other GTAs prior to 5 because I didn't play any. But I think it was a really cool game. Are you saying GTA as a franchise or specifically 5?
GTA 5.
Yeah, I can
Not the
agree with that.
franchise.
So Fortnite, Minecraft, GTA 5, I'll give it to you. We could just go ahead and say like Call of Duty in general, if you really wanted to.
No, I was not going to list it in my top 5.
Okay, no,
I was
fine.
not.
I mean, I think Call of Duty is definitely a massive franchise, but go ahead with your next
It
one.
definitely is. I mean, like a lot of people talk about Skyrim. I've never played it.
Never got into it either, really. Yeah. Skylanders even gets me thinking a little bit, but I didn't play that either.
I don't even know what that is.
It was like the one where you buy the pieces in the store and you put them on the platform and they show up in the game, like Disney Infinity, if you know what that was. That was also peak life, by the way. I love Disney Infinity, all 3 of them. No,
I was gonna no idea. I was gonna say
Little Monsters.
I was gonna say Counter-Strike as well.
You're honestly naming stuff that I'm trying to picture and I can't even like put my mind to.
Counter-Strike is probably known as the greatest first-person shooter game of all time.
Didn't really get into it.
Well, it's because it's only on PC.
Yeah. Well,
it's been on PC for 15, 20 years.
That definitely hinders the game. Like, I mean, CSGO could have been bigger too if it wasn't strictly there. Like,
that's the same game. CSGO?
Oh, Counter-Strike is CSGO?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I can imagine how big CSGO was because
same game.
That one I actually knew. Okay. No, that's big. Yeah.
Which is also why I wasn't thinking about Fortnite, because I feel like a very heavy early player base of Fortnite was people playing it on keyboard and mouse, and I did not do that.
Okay. Yeah.
So
but they even went mobile for a while before Apple kicked them out of the store.
I got a win in English class one time senior year. It was the greatest moment of my life.
That's incredible right there.
That's the greatest moment of my life.
This is why we play, actually.
On mobile. It was awesome. I guess 5th game.
Yeah, I'll give you CSGO perhaps, even though it's only relevant for PC players.
Oh no, that was 5 actually. I had named 5.
We have Fortnite, Minecraft, CSGO, GTA 5.
And then I said Skyrim, didn't I?
I gotta honestly look at what Skyrim is. I'm not catching your drift.
I've never played it, but like a lot of people like Elden Ring as well.
All right, now we're just saying random things. Let's check out the Skyrim. Oh, with the Elder Scrolls?
No, Skyrim.
Oh, is the Elder Scrolls?
People be saying like, well, I mean like Mario, but Mario Kart. How about Mario Kart?
It's not crazy. Even if you throw in like a Super Smash Bros.
Never really played those though, so that's why I would never think of it.
You can say the Mario Kart franchise because I mean that's as diverse as it gets. Really on all consoles. Wii U is big on it. Nintendo Switch obviously has a huge now. Nintendo DS even like it goes back way further.
Yeah,
it was massive.
I just was not a story mode kid. Did not play story mode games ever. Like full transparency, I know you. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna get made fun of from you because you weren't really into GTA 5. But I beat GTA 5 for the first time probably 18 months ago.
Oh, you were playing it recently then?
I played GTA Online last month. Like,
damn, okay. Dude, nice. Yeah, I mean, I'll still do it when the boys are on. But
GTA 5 is lit.
It never moved me incredibly because I also didn't really put money into that game. That's a whole different story. But now I want to give you, with a little bit left here, your chance to give a top 5, and then I'll throw in mine because I think I already have my 5 ideas in my head.
Oh, mine all time?
Yeah, this is your personal gaming experience. Yeah. All right, see how it matches up.
Well, number 1 all time, it's got to be Black Ops 3. It's the greatest Call of Duty ever made, in my opinion. It was way better than Advanced Warfare. They made the jetpack a lot better. It's probably the one I played the most as well. I unlocked Dark Matter camo in that game. Is
that by making everything gold or no?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that pre-Damascus?
That game came out. It was. Yeah. It was the first game that actually introduced a mastery camo, if I'm not mistaken. Because I don't think Advanced Warfare had it. So that's definitely number 1 for me, and it just checks out because it's the game I played the most. It's the game I've been following the most. And bro, I was in high school when I played that. Like, what else do I do with my free time when I go home from school? You know what I mean? Like, I was 15. I didn't have a car then.
Okay.
Number 2, I feel like it's got to be GTA 5 as well.
All right, no, I'll give it to you.
Like, that game is just elite. That game is so fire.
Really is incredible the amount of detail that game has. Like GTA 6 is going to be so impressive. I actually saw, side note here, not sponsored by GTA 6, but shout out Rockstar Games. They're doing a lot of cool things. Obviously, they're making this game take longer and longer to develop.
Yeah, take your time, bro. Take your time.
I saw one of the cool aspects of the game. I saw on a podcast, actually, they were talking about NPCs will remember things better. So, like, if you treat
I already know what you're talking about. I've seen this video.
Yeah. Is this makeshift project?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like they will you seeing the same NPC as me, like it's gonna be different because they remember
you and
last
shit.
time. Yeah, like I think that's incredible.
I think that's super cool if it's actually done right. Same with like there's gonna be like social media on that shit. I'll be scrolling reels.
You know Hello Neighbor, the game?
Hello Neighbor?
Yeah.
I've heard of it, haven't played it. Couldn't tell you what it's about.
You probably would recognize the animation. But it's that game where like you're trying to sneak into your neighbor's house to acquire stuff, and it was super creepy. I got scared by it, so I never actually played it.
Oh, okay.
But it's like it was that type of adaptive AI where if you're trying to sneak in his back door, then he starts patching up the back door to prevent you from going back the same way. Like it was adapting to your moves, and that always creeped me out a little bit. There were multiple games. Yeah, it was Hello Neighbor 2.
Interesting.
Good game.
I haven't played.
I never got into it. Honestly, I wish I would start getting into it today. I'm probably still gonna get freaked out by it. But sorry, continue your list on GTA 5.
I'm just gonna start saying it because in no order now anymore. But those are definitely my top two. I feel like Rocket League's got to be up there for me. It's up there with a game I've definitely played a decent amount, even though I'm not great. I'm like Diamond 2.
You're Diamond 2 on Rocket League?
Yeah.
You were talking about not being good. I think Diamond 1 was the highest I ever reached, and I was aerialing and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
It sounds like you got off the ground more than you thought.
A little bit. A little bit. I'm still not touching the ball though. Yeah, I mean, I probably have like close to 600 hours in that game.
I had a lot going on there too, yeah.
But like collectively with Call of Duty, I don't even know how many hours I have. Probably close to like 3,000 or 4,000 between every game ever that like doesn't track. I don't know. And this is where I get stuck because I didn't really play anything. Those are the three games I've played the most in my life. I guess we'll say MLB The Show.
I will say you can give an entire franchise like MLB The Show in general if you were just like grinding the show every year.
Yeah, essentially. I took a few years off. Like I played a lot of 15 and 16, or no, a lot of 16, 17, and 18. And then I didn't play 19, 20, 21, 22, or 23. Did not play any of those. Then I picked it back up in 24 and 25, and then 26.
So that's 4 games?
5 games.
Rerun me the list.
16, 17, 18,
yeah,
and then 24, 25, 26.
But MLB The Show is your 4th game / franchise?
Yeah.
Okay, hit me with the last one.
I guess Minecraft. We'll throw Minecraft up there.
Just for how many stints you've had playing Minecraft.
Couple
week stretches you had.
Or, I mean, well, no, I take that back. Screw Minecraft. It's not in my top 5. I will put Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2009 in there. No, Black Ops 2 in there. You know what? We're getting rid of MLB The Show, and we're gonna put Black Ops 2 in 4 and Modern Warfare 2 2009.
So you just filled up your top 5 with 3 COD games.
I did. And you know what? Deal with it.
You heard it here first.
Deal with it.
He just put 3 COD games in his top 5 all time.
I forgot. I was just trying to think of different franchises. I forgot I chose a separate entity.
Like
number 1.
I said before, to each their own. And you played a lot of COD. I wish I played more COD. I had some grinds going, but I think I have my top 5 ready. I kind of walked in with it ready. I think Fortnite might be my top of all time. As go free from.
It was in my.
Do you want to speak on this at all? Since you got it in front of you, this is cool though. I will say Fortnite is my number 1. I didn't even grind it as much as a lot of people did, but I think I just have to respect it as number 1. It gave me a lot of joy playing with the boys, whether on the squads game in Playground before creative was a thing. I remember trying to load into the same game as my boys so that we could all be in the same lobby. We had more than 4 people, too many for squads. Like we had like 6 people trying to load into the same game, and then being mad when your boy destroyed you, and it was a whole big thing.
Yeah, I never did that.
Yeah, it was fun, and then creative came out and it really revolutionized the game. I never played Save the World, but that was also probably a great.
Who played Save the World? Bro? Nobody. Nobody.
So Fortnite's it might be my number 1, but it's definitely top 3 game for me.
All right.
Rocket League.
That's in your top 5 too?
Is in my top 3 probably because I just respect how much time I put into it. I was playing 2s tournaments all the time. I think, like I said,
I played a 2s tournament probably 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think I made Diamond 1 was probably. I don't even know if I made Diamond. It was Platinum or Diamond because Platinum's lower, right?
Platinum is lower.
Yeah, it was Platinum or Diamond. It wasn't too crazy. I do want to get into Rocket League again, but I have to buy Xbox Live to make that happen again.
Because that's why I
haven't played video games really
PC.
except 2K, and that's on another. It's a whole big thing, so I got to get that going. My 3 will probably be This is going to be a total out of left field, but I love this game with such passion. Splatoon on the Wii U. I was running it. Are you familiar with what I'm getting into here?
Maybe. Didn't have a Wii U.
The squids, and they paint the floor with ink, and you can turn into a squid and get inside of it. Like, it's a turf war on the whole map. They made a second one too.
Splatoon.
This was great, and I loved every bit of it. I would grind this game for hours. The games were really short, but it was just an incredible concept that they made.
Wait, why does this look sick?
I grinded it on the Wii U. It's big on the Switch now. Or the second one was big on the Switch. It's probably dead now, realistically.
There's a Splatoon 3.
Did they make a third one?
It looks like there is, or it will be coming. I don't know why my computer.
When is the Splatoon 3 production? It's just that it was never on console. It was Wii U, and then it went into the Switch. If it was on console, I honestly would probably play it today. But
it's only on the Switch?
I think it is only on the Switch now.
Well, it looks like I'm not playing.
Which is a shame. Or else I would be like, dude, we're running it. That's probably a top 3 game of all time for me because I had such a grind going with that game. It was special. It was really special.
And you just need to, like, your color. You just need to cover.
There were different game modes, but like the base game mode was, you just got to make the map more than 50% your color. So you can spend your time just painting the map, or you can spend your time like killing the opponents.
Is there like ranked play in this?
Oh yeah, there definitely was ranked play. There was tournaments and everything. Like this game was taken seriously by streamers at one point. Not like ninja type streamers, but
how have I never seen this?
Because it was only Wii U at the time, and then Nintendo Switch. But like you can be a roller, like roll paint. Yeah, you could have a gun.
Splatoon 3 by now.
That's incredible. I didn't know 3 was coming out. So it sounds like it's just coming out as we're talking about it.
Looks like it is available now to play.
I wish it was bigger than just Switch. But to close off my top 5 here, I'm really going to get into sports games because I've also played sports games heavily throughout my life. I would say Madden and 2K are probably my 4 and 5, just the franchises in general. And then
I could respect that.
MLB The Show is not far behind, but I think Madden and 2K I devoted a lot more time into.
Madden 25 is the Madden I played the most. Not the new one.
Very standard
the
special.
Old one.
Yeah. No, I give you
old one. That one was lit. And then I played a lot of 2K19.
I was big on 17 especially. That was my big year.
I was not. I don't know why. That game I was never able to load in online. Never worked for me.
Well, I mean that is my top 5. That's a free Splatoon promotion. I hope more people get onto that. And we glazed Rockstar a little bit as well. Fair
Call
top
of Duty,
5s on both sides.
We glazed the CDL.
Yes, good talk on CDL. We'll probably jump more back into that again because honestly I didn't get everything that I wanted out of it. We're breached for time here.
We can because they've actually been on a 2-week hiatus because they just finished their major in Birmingham, like I said, and they start qualifying matches online back up tomorrow.
So we'll have more to discuss next week and talk about the implications of all these games when we come back next week.
Yeah, we definitely.
Which hopefully we will be back next week.
First match is Carolina Royal Ravens versus Paris Genomates tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a fun one here on LaBella'S Looks. I'm Frank. He's Brady, and that will do it for today.